Good afternoon, everyone. So, audible po ba ako?
Opo.
Yes po. Yan. So, good afternoon, everyone. I am Cristine Sampag, the Master of Ceremony for today's webinar with the theme A Happy Family Life. So, kindly click Heart React if you are now ready to listen and learn with us. Yeah, so to start the program, let us begin with the doxology.
Our Heavenly Father, the fount of all goodness and grace, the cause of wisdom, the source of intelligence, we welcome you, O Lord, to this auspicious gathering of your beloved, who continuously give you thanks for every opportunity to learn something new and become fruitful to the works of your creation. We humbly come to you, not because we are worthy, but because we find ourselves in need of you, who is our strength and our hope, to continue despite the challenges we face in health, prosperity, and our solidarity with one another. We pray that today's gathering, made possible by the grace of advancements in technology and social media, become successful in its endeavors, so we can offer it back to you as our humble offering to honor you, glorify you, and love you through our deeper connection with everyone. May we find bliss in today's session and become more productive children and co-creators of the earth. This we ask and pray through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Once again, a pleasant afternoon to all of you. So, our theme for today's webinar is entitled A Happy Family Life. So, we all knew that the family is the basic unit of the society. It may be composed of a specific group of people, such as parents, children, uncles, aunties, cousins, and grandparents. So, to make it simple, family is a group of people who shares common ancestors. Family is one of the important institutions because the leadership and management always starts at home. So, so from their first moments of life, children depend on parents and family to protect them and to provide for their needs. So they are a child's first teachers and act as role models in how to act and how to experience the world around them. So that is how important the family. So now we will discuss further about the family. And I think all of you are now ready to listen to our resource speakers for today. Prepare your paper and pen, buckle up, and enjoy learning. And without further ado, may I call our first speaker, Miss Angelli Tasarra, as she discuss about the duties and responsibilities of every member of the family. So let's give her a virtual clap.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before I start, let me know, guys, if you can hear me. You can click the end reaction that you want. Okay, so once again, I'm Angelli, and I'll be discussing about the duties and responsibilities of every family member. As we all know, the family, which comprises of the husband, wife, and their children, which is the most basic unit of society. Each of the members has certain tasks and responsibilities. In order to build supportive relationships, healthy communication, mutual respect, and teamwork. So, what is the role and responsibilities? Role refers to one's part or duties in a group. In a role, we are talking about our individual position in the family and what you are expected to do within the family, while the responsibility refers to one's obligation that goes with one's role. So, what does each family member do to help the other members of the family? It is carrying out the duties and responsibilities that have been allocated to them, or in the situation that one is unavailable or unavailable to do so. The following members of the family have the following obligations and duties. So let's first start the responsibilities of the father. Kilala rin siya bilang haligi ng tahanan. He's the father, breadwinner, husband, homemaker, and family head are all duties played by the man of the house. He looks after his children, protects and loves them, sends them to school, and disciplines them according to his and his wife's beliefs. As a breadwinner, he works to provide for his family's basic economic needs, such as food, place to live, and clothes to wear, and an education that will provide children with a brighter future. He must be faithful to his wife as a husband, loving her, protecting her, and making her happy. Fathers, like mothers, assist one another with household chores and or tasks. As a result, they are also homemaker, assisting with cleaning, gardening, and household repairs. Some people can even cook, clean, iron their clothes. In the family, the father and mother share decision-making responsibilities, and the children are also involved. Safety and security are important. The family's chief security officer is the father. He ensures that all members of the family are safe from both internal and external threats. The father, however, as a family head, makes the final decision. So the second one is the responsibility of the mother. The woman in the house serves as the mother, a wife, housekeeper, and on occasion, the family's breadwinner. As a mother, she looks after her children, feeds and clothing them, nurses them while they are small, teaches them how to do home duties, provide for their necessities so they can grow up healthy, and instills them good work and study habits, as well as personal cleanings and sanitation. She also lends a hand financially to her husband when he needs it, keeping an eye on the children's homework. The mother is also known as a family's light, ilaw ng tahanan. Siya rin po yung kadalasan na nagtuturo sa atin kung ano yung tama at mali at kung paano nga tayo maging kapaki-pakinabang na mamamayan ng bansa. She teaches us how to behave, how to socialize with other children, to make friends, to act accordingly to elders, and to conform to the values of the society, and especially to respect all the living things here on earth. When the child have a personal problem, they go to their mothers and she will encourage them and provide emotional security. Ang mga magulang natin ay dapat alam yung nangyayari sa bata kasi wala namang silang malalapitan. Bago sila pumunta sa guro, lalapit muna sila sa mga magulang nila. Kasi mas komportable sila doon. At dapat nandyan lagi yung mga magulang upang gabayan ng kanilang mga anak, lalo na kapag dumating na sila sa puberty stage na marami ng pagbabagong nagaganap sa katawan nila. Tapos ang magulang din ang nagpapasa ng tradisyon at kaugalian natin bilang Pilipino. So next is the responsibility of the children. The family's children performs the roles of sons and daughters to their parents as well as monitoring their younger siblings. They are required to love and show respect to their parents, how they respect themselves, obey them, especially when they're telling you to do good deeds. Assist them in running their home, listen to their teachings, and counsel as sons and daughters. They help each other with housekeeping such as cleaning, cooking, sweeping the floor, and etc. And they share whatever they have in times of needs and crises. They are expected to work together, love and respect one another, participate in family activities, and work together to achieve the family goals. As a member, each one should understand that the group's pleasure and success are contingent on your continuing collaboration, support, and dedication. They will represent the family well in the outside world by upholding their family names. So next is doing one's role and responsibilities. In doing roles and responsibilities, one should have the following. First is the desirable traits like love for the family. So we Filipinos have always been noted for the love and importance we give to our family. The children study hard in order to find a good job so they can support the family. Some even go to abroad and work so they can provide the best things for their family. Filipinos have um, a strong bond with their families, relatives, and friends. They cherish every moment they spend together as a family and look forward to spending time with each other. Even though one of the family members lives far away, they remain connected as a family. The love for their parents, brothers, sisters can motivate them to do one's best to succeed in one's studies and later in one's career. The second one is initiative. This means doing one's responsibilities without being told, having the initiative to do what is assigned to you, or volunteering to do what is not assigned to you is a stepping stone to success. This can teach us to help others even without anyone telling us to. Having initiative means that you are not only concerned to your duties, but in cases of emergency, you can do duties to the other family members when they cannot do it. So the next is the industrious. Anyone who is industrious can get more things done and accomplish. Industrious is essential to overcome obstacles, motivate ourselves and our family, and achieve our goals. Working hard with enthusiasm, dedication, and diligence is a part of being industrious. Industry is a trait that goes well with hard work. They say that the key to success is hard work and more hard work. Next trait is lively spirited. This means that one is full of vitality and vigor to do what is expected of him and her. People from other countries admire Filipinos for being lively and happy even in times of hardship because this trait will help us to look at the positive side of things. We are resilient, right? It is the happy disposition that keeps us optimistic and hopeful even in the midst of poverty, problems, or any disaster that might occur. So the next trait is the helpful. When members of the family needs help, family members do not hesitate to lend a helping hand. Helping others is not only beneficial to them and a noble act, but it also makes ourselves happier and healthier. Giving also strengthens our bonds with our families and others, resulting in stronger communities and a better society for all. Being helpful also extends beyond the family, such as helping neighbors, friends, and even strangers. The next trait is integrity. One who has integrity possess ideals or convictions that he and she is ready to give up. Integrity is one of the most important characteristics of a successful and happy life. Integrity entails being completely honest and truthful in all aspects of your life. It also means that he and she is honest and upright in dealing with others. When a member of the family goes astray and breaks the rule, he and she is not condemned, but is given the help that he or she needs. Most Filipinos believe that the reputation of one member is a reputation of the entire family. And next, skills. Skills can be developed through constant practice. Example, skills in cooking is developed as one cooks every day. Skills in sweeping the floor or washing the dishes are attained as one does said course every day. When one has the skill in doing a particular work, he and she can do it well and fast. Skills can easily be developed when one has an interest as well as the ability to do the task. Having skill will help us to achieve what we want to accomplish. This, together with a positive attitude toward work, can make the doing the household task enjoyable and fun. The next, the next schedule of work. At the beginning of the day or even the day before, start to plan what activities you need to do and finish for the day. This activity will be your goals for the day. Good time management skills will help you to be more productive and get more done. Time management skills help in stress reduction and time prioritization to ensure that you are able to fulfill the roles required to you. Try to keep within a routine schedule of work so that you do not need to hurry or stress out in doing your familial duties and other activities that deals with your school and your friends. And schedule a lot enough time to do each activity to ensure that each can and will be done. So next is doing your household well. Doing household work will well um, means doing all of the following. First is doing the work properly and according to the schedule. You should prioritize the most important and urgent activities and provide time for them to be completed. Similarly, you must arrange all of your tasks for a day and ensure that they are completed on time. The second one is cooperating with the family members in doing the work within the atmosphere of camaraderie and cheer. A family has many moving parts and everyone must work together to keep everything running properly. Home and family are places where everyone has the chance to learn how to collaborate with others and in environment of grace, understanding, and compassion. Mistakes are possible because we are there to pick each other up, brush each other off, and encourage each other keep going. The third one is using the third one is using the time and labor saving devices available at home so that work can be done in the easiest, fastest, and simplest manner. Some tasks at home are dangerous, uncomfortable, or disagreeable depending on the time and the place. There are additional tasks when conserving time is desired or required. Having labor saving technology at home is obviously our family members assist us by providing helpful advice on how to reach our objective, help us in completing our household chores or sharing our concerns, and they provide us with various items that will benefit our health and help us stay healthy in order to reach our goals and to help with our goals. Also does it teach us how what we need to do to ourselves, to our home, to our families. We develop skills that we may apply in daily life. So, what are some of the household um, tasks that every family member usually does? The first one is fixing. Okay, so the first one is fixing and making beds. It helps us clean up, um, do things clean, keep things clean, and it could help us to adopt better everyday habits. Dusting furniture, dusting is important since it lessens your chances of becoming sick or developing allergies. The third one is sweeping the floor. Sweeping the floor is essential for keeping your house clean. A clean floor translates into a cleaner house overall, and a clean house ensures a healthy and happy family. The fourth one is wiping glasses and mirrors. Wiping glasses and mirrors clean on a regular basis can help them streak free. This can both lengthen their life and make them more functional. So the fifth one is washing clothes. Washing clothes on a regular basis helps us to eliminate germs, filth, fleas, mites, and other irritants or infections. So the sixth one is taking care of the baby. If we have baby in our house, babies are adults, they can get to know and trust. Parents form a strong, loving bond with their neighborhood. Newborns, babies require a great deal of special attention, affection, and care. Babies cry to tell us how they feel and what they require. So the seventh is preparing family meals. Family meals allow family members to come together, strengthen ties, and build better relationships. They foster a sense of belonging, which results in increased self-esteem. Family meals provide an opportunity for parents to serve as role models. They can set a good example by eating healthier and using proper table manners. The eighth one, number eight, is setting and clearing up the table. For our family, the use of table settings enhances food as a social experience. It also expresses how people feel about being together. It communicates to others that you value them enough to go above and beyond for them. Number nine is washing the dishes. Clean dishes and utensils are essential for good family health. Bacteria thrive on dirty dishes and utensils that haven't been truly cleaned, rinsed, and dried. Washing the dishes will benefit our family's health. Next is arranging toys and other materials. Having a designated location for toys and other materials teaches your child routines and responsibility. It will also prevent you or other family members from tripping over the toys in the middle of the night or early in the morning. And keeping your child's environment organized is good for their overall development. The next one is ironing clothes. Ironing not only removes wrinkles and shrinkage from the fabric, but it also makes it look newer than before. Ironing also manipulates the fabric in clothes, improving their quality and ensuring a longer lifespan for the use of every family members. The next is sewing or gardening. Sewing helps our family members to develop fine motor skills, improve focus and concentration, and instills the value of patience and self-control. Gardening can teach our children to reinforce skills such as um, measurements, addition, subtraction, counting, categorizing, and sorting by color. Next is helping father fix such as broken windows, chairs, utensils, etc., and helping mother to the marketing and cooking. So remember, guys, that role refers to one's part of duties. In a group, responsibility refers to one's obligation that goes with one's role. Father is the man of the house, the breadwinner, and the head of the family, while the mother is a woman of the house and the manager of the household. Children are expected to show love and respect to their parents. So before I conclude this, I just want to share you guys that marami tayong pagkakaiba, guys. Yung unique traits natin, characteristics, ay makakatulong para mas sa ating roles and responsibilities. At kailangan nating gampanan ito, roles and responsibilities, para mapaunlad pa natin ang ating sarili, ang ating pamilya at ang ating bayan. Maraming salamat po. Thank you.
Ayan. So again, thank you, Miss Angelli, for sharing your knowledge about the duties and responsibilities of every family. So tunay nga na upang magkaroon ng mapayapang pamilya at maiwasan ang mga pag-aaway, ay kailangan na gawin ng bawat isa ang kanilang mga responsibilities. So now, as we proceed to the awarding of the certificate, may I call Miss Janella Gapatan to award the Certificate of Appreciation to the first speaker.
Thank you so much, Miss Cristine. Naririnig po ba? Yan. Good afternoon to everyone that is here in our Zoom live meeting, and I would like to say thank you to our speaker, Miss Angelli Tasarra, for accepting our invitation to be one of our guest speakers for today. Now, allow me to read what is inside this certificate. Certificate of recognition is hereby given to Miss Angelli Tasarra for sharing her invaluable knowledge as the resource speaker in the webinar, A Happy Life, Duties and Responsibilities of the Every Member of the Family, given this 26th day of October 2021 via Zoom, signed by our course professor, Dr. Rosalie A. Corpus, and our President, Ms. Joanne V. Aton. Again, thank you so much, Ms. Angelli Tasarra.
Yan. So ngayon naman po ay dumako naman po tayo sa ating picture taking. So kindly open your camera po at tayo po ay magpipicture kasama ang ating speaker. Ayan. So ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. Ayan. So, thank you po again. Yan. So, marami po ba kayo natutunan sa ating first speaker? And so, kindly click wow react kung marami kayo natutunan sa ating unang speaker pa lamang. Ayan. So, thank you. So, we already learned a lot from our first speaker and we still have 2 speakers left. So, wag na nating patagalin pa. May I call our second speaker, Miss Lyka Mae Viernes, as she discuss about home management. So let's give her a virtual clap.
Hello, good afternoon po. So, can you send me guys a heart react if naririnig po ako and ready na po kayo makinig? Ayan, thank you. Ayan, so let's start. Next slide po. Thank you. So, good afternoon everyone. My name is Lyka Mae Viernes and pag-usapan naman natin ngayon is about home management. So, when you hear the word home management, I think nakakaroon na kayo ng idea na it is about pag-manage, pag-organize, pag-aayos, pagpa-planning, etc. and etc. And if ganun yung naiisip nyo, then you are correct, but mas malalim pa ito. So, bago natin palalimin, alamin muna natin kung kanino ba nanggaling yung salitang home management. Next slide, please. So, ayan. Home management. So, the term home management was coined by Marijoe Pedrasa in 1880. When she first used the term, it is simply meant anything that needed to be accomplished within the household. So, ang ibig sabihin niya lang doon ay yung mga bagay na kailangan gawin o i-accomplish sa loob ng ating pamamahay. But as time goes by and as this discipline began to develop, nagkaroon ng mga bagong principles and concepts yung home management dahil na rin syempre sa mga bagong pag-aaral. Kaya nagkaroon na rin ng mga bagong pagtingin, meaning, and kung paano ito ginagamit sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay. Wait, sige po, ma'am. Galing po yan kay Miss Marijoe. Thank you, credits. So, continue. So, ayun, kapag nagkaroon kayo ng isang pamilya, susunod na doon yung pagkakaroon ng home management dahil ito ay isa sa mga major responsibilities sa loob ng pamilya. Siyempre, dahil na rin sa pagmamahal, gusto mo yung best for your family. So, yung good home management, hindi lang ito kasi yung pagbabayad ng bills, pagkakaroon ng makakain, malinis na pamamahay. Well, isa ito sa mga importante, ngunit mas mapapalawak pa ito na pag-usapan naman natin later on. Ito kasing home management, kinukonsider din natin kung ano yung fit sa isang pamilya. Iba-iba kasi syempre tayo ng di ba? Standards, goals, paniniwala, at iba-iba rin tayo ng mga pinagkukuhan ng resources natin. Kaya, di ba, nagkakaiba-iba lang tayo kung paano natin minamanage ito. So, kaya, katulad nga ng sinabi ko kanina, nagkaroon ng iba pang definition yung home management at ito yung mga yon. So, simulan natin kay Graduson. According to him, household management is in all countries the most common occupation employing the most people, handling the most money, and is of fundamental importance for the health of the people. So yes, household management is in all countries. Well, of course, home management is needed in every family. Tapos, he also mentioned then in the latter part na it is important for the health of the people. And yes, it is important because home management is the vital factor contributing to the overall health, happiness, and well-being of the family. So next. Yeah. Gross and Crandall naman describe home management in its simplest terms as using what you have to get what you want. So using what you have, what they mean about this is what resources of family have, and dun naman sa to get what you want, ito naman yung mga goals na gusto nilang ma-attain. Next. According to Kotsin, home management is practical science In home management, managing shows some degree of competence, a home in which goals are being attained with some degree of satisfaction may be considered as a well-managed home. So in home management kasi, it requires a specialized knowledge and wide experiences. And if you acquire the degree of competence daw, mas ma-achieve nyo yung objective nyo and goals nyo. And he also mentioned na makukonsider niya na well-managed yung home if you feel satisfaction kapag na-attain yung goals. So, hindi lang siya basta-basta na-attain yung goals mo and yung mga desires ng mga family nyo, but you also feel the satisfaction when you attain them. So, next, yan, according to Nickel and Dorsey naman, home management is planning, controlling, and evaluating the use of resources of the family for the purpose of attaining family goals. So this can be presented in this figure para mas maintindihan natin. Next page po. Yan. So as you can see, home management involves planning, organizing, controlling, evaluation by using family resources. So what are these family resources nga ba? Resources can be human resources and non-human resources. So some of the given words here nga pala, I believe na it will be further explained by the next speaker. So make sure na makinig rin kayo para mas maintindihan din to and yung lesson niya later. But going back, human resources, these are the family members' possesses. It can be the abilities, skills, attitude, knowledge, and energy. While dun naman sa non-human resources, ito naman yung mga materials resources. It can be time, money, goods, and services, community facilities. Excuse me about that. So in order to realize family values and attain family goals. So remember na effective management enhances the chances of reaching the desired goals through wise decision and effective use of resources. So kailangan talaga ng wise decision sa pag-maintain and pagpa-plan dun sa mga resources. So next page, another nagbigay ng definition nga pala is a DevDAS. So according to RPDevDAS, home management is making the best use of what you have to get what you want. So kung mapapansin nyo, and nakinig kayo kanina, may pagkakapareha sila ni Gross and Crandall, but he emphasized more here that all of the resources of the family must be utilized properly in order to achieve the family goals. So next page, so DevDAS actually compare the home management to a system ng dam. So yung rainwater dyan, yan yung resources. And yung dam itself, yun yung dam of home management. So we know naman kung ano yung nangyayari sa dam. Yung rainwater na napupunta sa dam is ginagamit or being utilized for water supply, electricity, irrigation purposes at the time of necessity. So parang ganun din for DevDAS, all human and non-human resources of the family, which I mentioned earlier, are being deposited in the dam of home management. So they are being utilized naman para sa education at mga needs ng mga anak nila. Pwede rin sa pagpapatuloy ng bahay, investment, mga pangangailangan sa araw-araw, yung mga alam naman natin kailangan natin sa isang pamilya. So by utilizing the resources, he said that the family goals can be achieved. So in short, home management is a family working together for common purposes sa forming of plan, of action, pag-share ng mga responsibilities na naturo naman ng ating first speaker, and yung pag-organize, yung pag-control ng mga available resources. Again, sama-sama yung buong pamilya sa process na yun. Siyempre, pamilya. Pero sa lahat ng mga iyon, kinakailangan daw si homemaker, yung pag-lead niya and yung pag-motivate sa ibang miyembro ng pamilya to work together and to achieve their common goal. Pero ano nga ba yung sinasabi kong homemaker? Baka may ilan dyan na hindi familiar sa term na yun. So homemaker, they are the one who manages a home. It can be a housewife or house husband. So according rin sa aking research, it is commonly used
Ayan. So, sa tingin ko po ay nagkaroon po ng problema sa internet ni Miss Lyka Mae Viernes. So, wait po natin siya saglit. Ayan. So, habang hinihintay natin muli si Miss Viernes ay may hinanda po kami intermission number. Ito po ay kinanta ni Marijoe Pagaran.
Buhay sa mundong ito, lalo na sa sandaling kayo ay narito, kayo na mahal sa buhay, kayong pamilya ko. Di ako nag-iisa, kayo'y kasama ko. Pa at minsan may bagyo, laging pasasalamat ko sa Diyos na nabuo hanggang sa ngayon ay narito, kayong pamilya ko. Sa hirap at ginhawa man, kayo'y kasama ko. Kung kaya sa tulong ng Diyos ay iingatan ko at aalagaan ko. Ayo'y manatiling buo. Sa puso ko'y laging mamahalin, kayong pamilya ko. Pagkat kayo ang saysay ng buhay kong ito. Kahit may pagsubok pa at minsan may bagyo, laging pasasalamat ko sa Diyos na nagbuo hanggang sa ngayon ay narito, kayong pamilya ko, kayo na mahal sa buhay, kayong pamilya ko. Sa hirap at ginhawa man, kayo'y kasama ko.
Ayan. So, napakaganda ng kantang inawit ni Miss Marijoe Pagaran. So, ito ay tungkol sa pagmamahal sa pamilya. So, ngayon, nandito na ulit si Miss Lyka Viernes. So, tinatawagan ulit natin siya para ipagpatuloy ang kanyang talk tungkol sa home management.
So, ayun, sorry po for the sudden pagkawala. Sorry about that. Forgive me. Sira lang po yung laptop. Okay, so, going back, so asan na nga ba tayo? Yan, tama, home management. So, I'm sorry, hindi na po ako makakapag-on cam ngayon because sa gadget na I'm using right now. So yeah, in short, so home management is a family working together. Back po. Family working together for common purposes. So kailangan talaga ng pagtutulungan ng pamilya para ma-achieve yung goals nila. So, para sa lahat ng mga, ayun, about kay homemaker na pala tayo. Si homemaker, it is commonly used daw po sa America. Then, most of them daw po ay committed na siya sa pamilya nila. Ibig sabihin nun, wala na silang pinagtitikaang pera aside sa bahay na lang sila. So, ang pinaka-focus ng homemaker ay yung pamilya nila, which is housewife or house husband niya. So, yun. So, next. So, ayun, sana habang nagdi-discuss ako kanina ay naisip niyo kung gaano ka-importante yung home management. Wait lang wait a minute. Give me 1 minute lang po.
Okay, so habang hinihintay natin ulit si Miss Lyka, so andito pa ba kayo? Paki-click nga po ng heart react kung kasama pa namin kayo dito sa Zoom sa ating webinar. Ayan, sige, antay lang natin saglit si Miss Lyka.
Ayan, I'm back. So I hope while I am discussing earlier, na-realize nyo how home management is important to every family. Kung paano ito nakaka-apekto sa buhay natin lahat, kung gaano kabigat yung responsibilities ng magulang natin sa pag-decide, pagpaplano, pagkocontrol ng resources, while also thinking kung ano yung magiging epekto nito in short or long period of time. So sana na-appreciate natin yung mga parents natin in doing their responsibilities for us. So can you imagine ba what will happen to your family if walang good home management? Diba? Imagine how stressful kapag walang home management sa inyo. Simple situation like magulong bahay, walang nakapagluto ng pagkain o wala talagang food, walang budget for next week, basta magulo. Syempre, this will lead to a very stressful environment for everyone. So again, home management is all about looking after your home and your family. So for the last part, home management meaning, concept, and meaning, concept, and needs. So let me first read the bullet. The study of home management is intimately linked with values, standards, and goals, which give meaning to the lives, thoughts, feelings, and experiences of the family member. So that is self-explanatory, but yung values and standards and goals na na-mention is mag-help siya na i-motivate yung family to make decisions and to achieve their desired goals. So for number 2 naman, a well-managed home is one in which the homemaker, having acquired a degree of competence and works together well-defined goals and objectives. So, which I also mentioned this earlier. Again, may mabigat na responsibilidad yung homemaker. He or she functions as producer, consumer, coordinator in different situations to achieve family goals. So, makikita talaga natin na flexible talaga yung homemaker. So, yung last bullet, the process of management becomes a rational and intelligent method of dealing with a change. So yes, so sa panahon ngayon kung saan maraming pagbabago, mababago at sa bilis ng panahon, kung kailangan talaga natin ng matuto paano mag-manage. Alam naman natin na the only permanent in this world is change. For example, ngayong pandemic, hindi natin ina-expect ito, pero if kung, 'di ba, if meron kang at least kahit pa paano na ipon or investment, these changes will be more easy to your family. So, ganun ka-importante yun. And dagdag ko lang, having this home management, aside from being intelligent in use of resources and makukuha ang satisfaction na natutunan natin kanina, another na importanteng makukuha dito is yung pag-grow or all-around development ng each member of the family and their welfare as well. So, kunyari, sa loob ng pamilya mo, na-observe mo na kung ano yung home management na meron kayo. So, maaari mong i-adapt yun or if ever may nakita kang parang gusto mong i-improve. So, kapag ikaw naman kayo naman, yung may sariling pamilya in the future pa naman, di ba, natin, malalaman agad natin or meron na tayong at least na pundasyon. So, yung mga basic skills naman, like naman yung pagluluto, pagwawalis, paglalaba, di ba? Tinuturuan na tayo ng mga magulang natin yan. So at least in the future, di ba, kaya na natin alagaan naman hindi lang yung sarili natin but also our family. So yes, that's all. I hope you learned something from me today and may iniwan pala akong quote dyan sa last kasi nagandahan lang ako. So all families are different daw and unique, but they all have one thing in common, and that is love. So again, thank you for listening, and I hope you listen to every details. And I am so sorry again for the sudden technical difficulties. I'm so sorry about that. But thank you for listening. Stay safe. Thank you po.
Yan, thank you so much po to Miss Lyka Viernes. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and beautiful insight about home management. Yan, kahit nagkaroon tayo ng konti lang naman, konting conflict, nabigyan mo pa rin ng justice at na-explain mo ng mabuti kung gaano kahalaga ang home management sa ating daily lives. And again, yes, thank you po. And allow me to read what's written in the certificate again. Certificate of recognition is hereby given to Ms. Lyka Mae B. Viernes for sharing her invaluable knowledge as the resource speaker in the webinar, A Happy Family Life Home Management, given this 26th day of October 2021 via Zoom, signed by our course professor, Dr. Rosalie A. Corpus, and our President, Ms. Joanne V. Aton. Again, thank you so much, Ms. Lyka. Thank you po.
Yan, so for picture taking naman po, kindly open your camera again para po tayo makapag-picture kasama ating speaker na si Miss Lyka. Okay, so ready na po? Okay, 3, 2, 1, smile! Okay, so thank you po. So before we proceed to our last speaker for today, ayan, so kindly open our chat box and type any reactions, yung mga type nyo kung ano yung nararamdaman nyo ngayong araw na ito. Ayan, so you may type now. Ayan, so inaantok na ba kayo? Nagugutom na ba kayo? Ayan, so andyan pa ba kayo? Kasama pa ba namin kayo? Okay, so type nyo po yung inyong nararamdaman ngayong araw, ngayong mga oras na ito sa ating chat box. Ayan, so sabi ni Joanne, bless and full. Ayan, so nagugutom na daw. Ayan, so ako rin, nagugutom na rin ako. So wag na natin patagalin pa. Tawagin na natin ng ating last speaker for today. May I call Miss Gillian Reyes Crisostomo as she discuss about maximizing family resources.
Thank you, Miss Cristine. Am I loud and clear po?
Yes po.
Okay, good afternoon to everyone in the Zoom. I hope you are still well after the previous discussions of different topics. So don't worry, this will be our last topic for today's webinar. So without further ado, let me show you the PowerPoint presentation. A happy family life, maximizing family resources. As we all know, families are the most important unit in our society, so thus maximizing family resources would be so vital to keep these families to survive every other day. So, paano nga ba natin maximize yung family resources? The answer would be through effective home management. The answer would be so simple to hear the word effective home management, but it requires a lot of effort and dedication to do so. Napakaraming mga bagay that needs to consider to be able to achieve that effective home management in maximizing family resources. So, what are the 3 factors to consider in effective home management? Next po. First is available family resources. This type of resources is where it helps our life to make easier and it helps our life to feel comfortable at home. These are the resources that serves as a channel for us to satisfy our needs and somehow our wants in life. So there are 2 types of family resources, the human resources and non-human resources, which I will be more elaborating and discussing later on. Second is skills and interests of family members. This factor to consider is one of the important dahil lahat naman tayo sa family natin, we have our own skills, we have our own interests. And dito na rin papasok yung decision making which may affect the effective home management. Why? For instance, there's this child, meron siyang skills and interests na gusto niyang ma-achieve but si parent somehow pinagbabawalan niya si child. So, anong magiging reaction ni child? It's either magtatampo, magagalit, or worse, magiging rebelde. So, how could it be possible to attain the effective home management if the household is chaotic? Di ba po? So, bilang tayo, sooner or later, magkakaroon tayo ng sarili nating pamilya. So, my advice is, allow each member of the family to have their own skills and interests and be a supporter rather than being a barrier on them. Okay po? Okay, next, third is family values and goals. Ayan, dito yung pertaining to dreams and characters that determine as a family. For me, one of the goals that I want to achieve in my family is to have a quality life. Kapag kasi sinabing quality life, nandyan na lahat. The happiness and sustainability. So what I'm saying is, allow you and your family to have a goals, to have a dreams, dahil yung mga dreams and pangarap natin na yan, magiging inspirasyon yan natin para magpatuloy sa buhay. And that dreams and inspirations are the true or yun yung simbolo na kung paano tayo pinalaki sa pamilya natin. Nagpapatunay lang yan kung gaano kaganda yung values na meron tayo sa pamilya natin. Okay po? Okay, next. Ayan, let's move on to 2 types of resources na nabanggit ko kanina. The human resources and non-human resources. First is human resources. These are the resources where the human carry in himself. These are intangible, such as skills, attitudes, knowledge, and energy. Though it were said as intangible, we cannot deny the fact na sobrang importante nito to manage our home effectively. For example, you use too much of your energy for performing your skills, and then performing our skills may lead to we may feel weary and tired. And kapag pagod tayo, alam natin sa sarili na our attitudes ay nagbabago yung mood natin. And that attitude will reflect on what knowledge we have. So my point is, every human resources, either intangible or not, may affect each other if it is overused or we did not maximize it. So everything, every resources has limitations, so we better use it properly. Okay po, next is non-human resources. These are pertaining to the material resources that we use outside of our home and outside of our lives. These are the time, money, property, community, and environment. Kumbaga, mas malawak na yung saklaw nito dahil it talks about community and environment. So, among these, ano yung napansin nyo? Kasi ako, ang napansin ko is time. Kasi yung time, it is a non-human resource given and also a non-renewable resource. You know why? Because we cannot bring back the time we spent yesterday. Sabi nga ni Aidan Wilson Tozer, next po. Yan, sabi nga ni Aidan Wilson Tozer, isang American Christian pastor and spiritual mentor. Sabi niya, you cannot store time, neither slow it or hold it up. When it is lost, it is unrecoverable. And when you kill time, there is no resurrection for it. That quote for me is truly remarkable because it only reminds us that we should use our time in an efficient way where we live without regrets, where we live without hesitations. Kasi alam nyo, may times, diba, mapapaisip na lang tayo na sana pala, sinulit ko na yung oras na yon. Sana pala, nag-enjoy na ako ng mga panahon na yon. But the thing is, the reality is, we cannot bring it back anymore. So me and Aidan Wilson Tozer are hoping na we should enjoy every moment of our lives because once again, time is non-human resource and non-renewable resource. Okay po? Okay, next. Let's move on to identification of family resources. Again, resources are anything we can use to achieve our goal in life. Dito na papasok si FOA and his resource theory. Next po. Yan, sabi ni FOA, sabi niya, there are 6 types of family resources. The love, status, service, information, goods, and money. But they vary depending on the two variable, the concreteness and quality. If you would focus on the screen, makikita nyo yung concreteness is malapit sa money, while yung love nakatapat siya sa quality. So, basically, concreteness is practicality to survive because money is the purchasing power to buy goods and products. While yung quality is where affections and affiliations located. So, ano ba ang gustong palabasin ni FOA dito? Ang gusto niya ipalabasin sa theory niya na ito is dapat marunong tayo mag-balance. Hindi pwedeng puro quality. Hindi pwedeng puro money. For example, si mother, kasi anak niya, kasi yung anak niya, lumapit yung anak, sabi niya, Ma, nagugutom na ako. Tapos, sasabihin ba ng mama mo, anak, come here, let me hug you. Nabusog ba yung anak? Napakain ba ng pagmamahal? Napakain ba ng quality? Yung bata, di ba hindi? So, hindi tayo makakasurvive if puro quality, if puro love. On the other side, meron ulit parents and child. Pumunta si child, umiiyak, Ma, iniwan na ako nakipag-break sa akin yung jowa ko. Sasabihin ba ni mother, anak, ito ang pera. Bili ka ng bago, hanap ka ng bago. Dapat ba gano'n? Di ba hindi naman dapat yun? Dapat, ang sinasabi ni FOA, we should balance quality and concreteness and other resources will follow kapag nasa ayos ang lahat. Okay po? Next po. So, ayan. Sa sobrang dami kong sinabi kanina, after the discussions I have said, why do you think that resources are important in our family? Bakit nga ba? Siyempre, ako ulit sasagot. Pero pwede rin kayo mag-comment dyan kung ano yung sagot niyo. Okay? So, for me, because resources is the backbone of our family. Without these resources, we are not be able to survive. Without these resources, everything will just fade away. So, let me give you the 6 healthy tips on how to manage and maximize family resources. First is use energy and time properly. Second, know how to budget money. Magkaiba yung needs and wants. Dapat mas priority natin is yung needs natin. Okay, pwede rin mag-wants, pero unahin muna natin yung needs kasi yun yung kailangan natin para mabuhay, hindi ba? And then next, 3, how to use and take care of appliances. The more na nagpa-function well, the more na nililinis natin yung appliances na yan, makakasave tayo ng pera para hindi na bumili pa ng bago, di po ba? Next po, 4, adopt a cheerful and positive attitude towards work. Okay? Huwag puro nega. Although, pwedeng pag-usapan, pero huwag naman yung buong maghapon kang puro negative. I-set aside mo yan. Okay? 5 is assign responsibilities in doing family chores. Ay, nasabi yan ni Caps Angelli. But, ang masasabi ko na lang dito is, mag-assign ka ng responsibilities na kaya naman yung a-assignan mo. Hindi naman pwedeng yung 2 years old mong anak, i-assign mo na magluto everyday. Hindi pwede yung gano'n. So, dapat, pasok sa skill nila yung family course na i-assign mo. Okay? And next, last, good use of facility to meet family and friends and talk about life. So, those are the 6 healthy tips to manage and maximize family resources effectively. So among the words and discussions that I have said earlier, helping each other of the family member is the greatest thing we can do to achieve our one goal is to have a quality life. So, dapat isipin natin, pamilya tayo, dapat nagtutulungan tayo. Dapat isa yung goal natin na magkaroon ng quality life. Pamilya tayo, sama-sama tayong aangat. Okay po? So, ayun lang. That ends our talk for today, part 3. Maximizing family resources. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something that you can apply sooner or later. Thank you so much.
Ayan, thank you so much po to Miss Gillian Crisostomo, nakamukha po ni Demi Lovato. Paulit-ulit nga lang Charot. Again, thank you so much for accepting our invitation, for being our last speaker for today's webinar. Again, allow me to read what's inside our certificate. Certificate of recognition is hereby given to Ms. Gillian R. Crisostomo for sharing her invaluable knowledge as the resource speaker in the webinar, A Happy Family Life, Maximizing Family Resource, given this 26th day of October 2021 via Zoom, signed by our course professor, Dr. Rosalie A. Corpus, and our president, Ms. Joanne V. Aton. Again, thank you so much, Ms. Gillian Crisostomo, and we hope to see you soon on more webinars. Thank you.
Ayan. So marami po ba kayo natutunan mula sa ating tatlong speakers ngayong araw? So kindly click, clap, react nga po kung marami kayong natutunan, mga bagong narinig mula sa ating mga tagapagsalita ngayong araw. Ayan. So sabi nga ng isang professor, si Sir Danting, ang pag-uusap daw tungkol sa isang pamilya ay isang sensitibong usapin. Dahil syempre yung iba ay hindi naman nakaranas na magkaroon ng pamilya or yun, yung iba sa kanila hindi nakaranas nun. Pero I salute all those speakers for today dahil na iparating nila ng maayos sa kanilang mga mensahe ngayong araw sa ating webinar. So, bago po tayo magtapos, last na po ito, kindly open your camera for our picture taking. Ay, sige, certificate po muna. Ayan, so basahin ko lang po. Ayan, so certificate of participation is hereby given to name of participant for actively participating in the webinar, A Happy Family Life. So given this 26th day of October 2021 via Zoom, signed by our course professor, Dr. Rosalie A. Corpus, and our Bachelor of Elementary Education 2-1N President, Joanne B. Aton. Ayan, so, yan po, kindly open your camera for our picture taking. Ayan, so 1, 2, 3, smile. Ayan, so, ayan, bago po tayo tuluyang magtapos, konting announcement lang po. Ayan, to claim your e-certificate, kindly fill out the evaluation form. Yun po, ipapost po namin right after this webinar. Tsaka rin po yung quiz. Ayan, tsaka nyo lamang po makiklaim yung inyong e-certificate. So that is the end of our webinar for today. So let us end this by the singing of the PUP hymn.
Ang taglay, PUP, aming kamay,